What's going on, everybody? Brass Monkeigh here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about some free-for-all strategy. So right now I'm using the Spectre with Rapid Fire. M72 Law is my secondary, and I'm playing a little bit on Crisis. So today, I got put in this free-for-all match. People have already started, the game's underway, and I am at a disadvantage. And I wanted to show you a game like this because it's important to be able to be prepared for any situation when you get into a free-for-all match. And because the game's already started, I don't know, maybe somebody has a spy plane in the air or other kill streaks saved up. So you got to have something to take care of that primarily. And in any free-for-all match, you need to have a counter to your enemy kill streaks. So what I'm using here are two different things to counter my enemy kill streaks. One, I've got the counter spy plane as one of my kill streaks, and I've also got the M72 Law as my secondary. And the Law is my favorite launcher for a couple of reasons. One is it's really great at taking out kill streaks. I mean, you can take out a helicopter or pretty much anything with that. And also, it's able to be free fired, and that's really important. The Strela is great for taking out helicopters and different airborne stuff, but you can't free fire it. So what good is that? And you'll see later on in this match that there was actually a shot that I couldn't hit with my Spectre, so I bust out the Law and I wind up getting the kill with it. Took two shots, but that's alright. The kill is what counts. So the other thing that I've got going on here is that Spectre with Rapid Fire, and I like this actually more than the AK-74U. A lot of people you'll see running around posting videos with the 74U Rapid Fire or 74U Grip, one of those two, and it's a good gun. I mean, everybody uses it because it's good. But it's nice to be able to have a little bit of versatility, use something else, and I think the Spectre is definitely the second best, if not tied with the 74U. And, it's got a good rate of fire, does a good amount of damage, and it's actually really pretty accurate too. You'll notice that when you're using it, there's really not a whole lot of sway to it when even in full auto. So that's one of the reasons that I like it. And also, the iron sights are pretty good. There are a lot of SMGs that have kind of mediocre iron sights, and SMGs don't really need great iron sights because most of your shots are going to be up close. But it definitely helps, having the decent ones that you're still able to make a reasonably far away shot with the Spectre. And so one of the other things that I actually wanted to talk about a little bit was the kill streak setup I've got going on, and that I said that I have the counter spy plane, but you may also want to consider that SAM turret. And the SAM turret, especially on a map like this, is really going to come in handy because if you've got enemy players who are decent, and if you got a chance to check the scoreboard, you'd see there's a 14th prestiger in here and a couple other people with prestige. So time isn't always directly correlated with how good somebody is, but if somebody's got 20 days played on this game, you would imagine that they know what they're doing. So in that kind of situation, you got to make the assumption that other people are going to have kill streaks in the air, and so you need to be prepared to take care of those. So having a SAM turret, especially on a larger map like this, really comes in handy because you can just throw it down in the back of the map, and if you want to sort of camp back there and protect it, that's fine, but a lot of times you can also just let those things go. And smart free-for-all players probably won't take out your SAM turret because they know that it's helping them too, unless they've got a spy plane saved up, then they might go after it. But a lot of times, if you're playing with smart free-for-all players, they'll leave it alone and not worry about it. So that's one of the things you want to consider, is definitely using the SAM turret as one of your kill streaks. And for my next video, I actually wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I've got planned. My next video is going to be sort of a little bit of a trip back to the You May Learn Something video. And for those of you who got a chance to watch that one, I decided to sort of include a little bit of history with the Call of Duty, and there are a lot of people who really like that, so I think I'm going to try and do that again. And this time it's not necessarily history, but a little bit more of math. And I know some of you probably cringe when I say that, but what I'm actually going to do is do a sort of mathematical analysis using game theory of should you camp or should you run around. And for those of you who have never heard of game theory or think I'm still talking about Call of Duty, you should probably go check out the movie A Beautiful Mind. And it's a movie about John Nash, who was a mathematician, and he did a lot of work on game theory. And game theory is sort of the mathematical study of decision making. So this seemed like a perfect opportunity, and I haven't seen any videos like this, so I wanted to sort of take this opportunity to do a game theory study of should you camp or should you rush around. And I know there are a lot of people who feel pretty adamantly one way or another that camping is somehow cheap, or that, you know, the only way you should play the game is the way that they play it, whether that be camping or rushing around. So I'm going to try and do a pretty solid analysis of when you should do each, because it's not just a simple question of you should do one or the other, or people who play one particular way have skill and people who play another way don't have skill, because that's not necessarily the case. I think the people who are able to do each in an appropriate situation are the ones who are going to win more games. And, you know, you can debate whether you think somebody has skill or not, depending on how they play. That's fine. I'm going to tell you how to win games, though, based on this decision-making process. So if you want to check out a little bit more about game theory, I'm going to post a link in the description. And here's the shot right here I was talking about with the law, why it's so important. I saw this guy run around on the other side of the fence. I thought he was going inside. He didn't. He went outside, so I shot out there, got the kill. Never would have got that with my Spectre. So that's why I'm really a big fan of the M72 law. So anyway, if you want to check out a little bit more on game theory before my next video, you can go ahead, check out the link in the description. I'm going to post a video that I found somebody else did. It's on the prisoner's dilemma. And if anybody has ever taken an economics class, when you do game theory, that's probably the first thing that they're going to tell you. You know, it's like the hello world in programming. It's pretty much the first thing that you're going to do. So I'm going to post that link if you want to check it out. Great. And I promise you guys, this video is not going to be super duper boring. It's not going to be me sitting here and lecturing you. It's going to be all kinds of Call of Duty footage and hopefully help you in your decision-making processes. So don't write it off as, oh man, I don't want to be lectured about, you know, math or theories or stuff like that. It's actually going to be a legit video. So hopefully you guys, if you have any interest in that, you'll be able to check it out, and should be coming up maybe in a couple days. So alright, thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully this video has been able to help you improve your free-for-all skills. See you guys online.